Hello there. Normally, I would focus a video on one mod and go through everything it has to offer. However, there are plenty of mods that do not offer enough content to be worth making a video out of. So, I am going to group songs from multiple mods together and discuss them all in one video. For the first of this series, I thought I would go through some of my favorite single song mods, all of which are based on horror. If you enjoy this series and want to see more content like it, please leave a like and subscribe. Find Me is based on the Mario creepypasta, a player's recollection of their playthrough of a Super Mario World ROM hack. The song starts in a small room with very little to it. This is based on one of the images the player provided in their story, but after a fade to black, the opponent is revealed. This is Victim 1. The player mentioned a text file that came with the ROM hack. This file contained a line that said "Find Me." When converted into a JPEG, the file became an image now associated with Victim 1. Their description is written after destroying Iggy's castle and is read aloud in the song. The music evolves as time goes on, and the voices have a good rhythm, making for a song that tells a story. The chart has a great flow, but there are some errors. To be fair, the sounds that Victim 1 makes are difficult to discern from one another. Despite that, and the fact that this is my favorite FNF song, I will not turn a blind eye. There is a consistent health drain with a generous limit, and the reveal putting you at near death is a nice touch. As for the story, this is the end. The player's inputs stopped responding on the black screen, leaving nothing but for the game to crash and for death to take the game's world. The window for the mod tells you this as it freaks out. Along with messages relating to Victim 1, it states that there is nothing you can do, and it proves it when everything ends. Not even the people who made the mod are safe. This song is an experience that unfolds before your eyes. Whoa! Game Over is based on Mario 85, a creepypasta surrounding the 1985 Super Mario Bros. Super Mario Bros. Funk Mix DX was originally going to have a song based around Mario 85, but this was scrapped. Unrelated to this, Saster and Kiwi Quest created Game Over, a song between Boyfriend and MX. As a result, a few people took the unused assets of the original idea, from the chasing to the giant looking over the wall, and used the new song to reimagine what the original idea would have been. There are plenty of references to the story, such as the stage elements, the voice lines, and the bloody game over. The music is based on a Mario sound font, fitting with the art style, and is intense with a dark feeling. The voices sound great, and while the chart does have some errors, it is still fun to play, albeit quite tough. Speaking of, the health system works differently in this mod. Instead of having a health bar, you are given 3 hit points. When you miss a note, you lose 1 hit point and have a brief period of invulnerability. You die once you reach 0. Funk Mix balanced this by making the charts fairly easier. It also made it so that you could gain hit points. After a given amount of time since the moment you lost health, a note will turn into a power-up that lets you gain 1 hit point. Game Over is intentionally less forgiving by having a tough chart alongside the new health system, raising difficulty in a unique way. Overall, this is a great song with a specific intention. Rigor Mortis is based on the Berryman script, an unused set of code for an encounter at the top of Pokemon Tower. Buried Alive is a decaying human corpse emerging from the ground, and his Pokemon are seen throughout the song. The positions are likely based on the Game Over for if you lost to Buried Alive. The music is an unsettling tune based on a Pokemon sound font, but soon takes that mood and turns it into a battle theme. The voices work well, and I personally like the harmonic sound from Buried Alive during a certain verse. The chart is pretty good, there are errors though. At certain points, Buried Alive will take health as it sings. but while its verses result in quite a loss, I think it is pretty considerate with its usage. Something odd I will note is that this is the Berryman demo of a mod called Strangled Red, which is the name of a different creepypasta. For what it is done quite well. Nightwear is based on the indie horror game A Dark Place. Boyfriend was on a sketchy site, and he clicked on something he shouldn't have. After being dragged into a malicious program, he has to sing against a corruption. Its appearance is based on its first form from the game, and Boyfriend is styled to match. The setting is similar to this location from the game, and the menus reference a different location. The music is a chiptune that feels like a horror chase scene. The voices are well made, especially with the sliding. The charting has a great flow, but there is one error, and it pained me to see what it was. This song features 2 additional mechanics. At certain points, static will briefly cover the screen, and while it does get opaque quickly, I think it is alright. The other is that pop-ups will appear, preventing you from hitting notes. You have to click on the pop-ups to make them disappear. You have a fair amount of time to get rid of all of them, and there is freshness in how they appear in random spots every time. This song did well with the additional mechanics, making for a very enjoyable experience. That is all the songs that I have to discuss. Here is a recap of my scores for each song. Feel free to share your thoughts on the songs in the comments below. Until next time.